So nearly 2 years ago, Mayor Frey pledged that he would work with his colleagues in building a solid foundation for our future. Tonight, I'm happy to report back that we are making good on that promise. From tackling affordable housing, to issuing an RFP for a Somali mall, to instituting cultural districts and supporting our businesses of color, we are making progress. In a time when we see so much divisiveness at the state and federal level, here in Minneapolis, we have a mayor who's in it for every resident, for every community. We see it in his budget proposal. We see it in the policies that he champions. We see it in the way that he spends his time. Your mayor, and I've had the privilege and the honor to have served him, to have actually worked with him and for him in different capacities throughout the last 6 years. On a typical day, he might start off the day by kicking soccer balls with Farah and Farhio. He might even talk to the Farmaja administration about the flooding situation in Beledweyne. He might even invite Abdi to move to Minneapolis. And on a random Super Bowl day, you might catch him handing out sambusas from Afro Deli. Yeah, I'll admit he's Somali is not all that. And he doesn't really know Afmai, which is a dialect in Somali that both of my parents proudly speak. And even some might say that he has a very mediocre Rirwugoi accent, so I'll admit that. But the point is that the Somali community has an ally at Minneapolis City Hall. For years now, our office has worked along with Councilmember Warsami, and we've discussed what we think would be a critical new way to support to support the creation of real equity in Minneapolis. We talked about creating a public market for African immigrants, a Somali mall. This evening, I'm thrilled to share with you all that we have made significant progress. We issued an RFP. Just this month, we issued an RFP for the development of 4th Street and Cedar Avenue to serve our new Americans today and for generations to come. We're doing it where the community need is real, on a lot that is strategically close to transit and in a way that we believe will deliver for a community that makes Minneapolis stronger. By the way, public benefit will be a big component in this RFP process. I want to make it clear for everyone that this development will be for the community. Earlier this year, we proposed designating 6 cultural districts around the city that would aim to celebrate our diverse communities. Cedar Riverside, the neighborhood that has the largest concentration of East Africans in the US, the neighborhood home to Somali Street, Oromo Street, Taleh Avenue, would be designated an East African cultural district and in return would receive funding for public works projects and investments in local businesses that would highlight the Somali and Oromo cultures. On the affordable housing front, Mayor Frey really got to work. That's why he invested a record amount, $71 million over the last 2 years. Those investments are paying off. This year, the city of Minneapolis granted 12 projects in 7 wards across the city, creating 1,000 new units, and about 40% of that is 30% area medium income or less. That is significant. Under his affordable housing vision, we created a rental assistance program to work towards eliminating barriers to long-term housing instability. Stable Homes, Stable Schools has over 550 kids enrolled in the program, keeping them in a stable housing so that those kids have all the resources they need to be able to be successful in their schools. We are encouraged by your support. Thank you all for believing in our vision, for your contributions, and for supporting Mayor Frey for our city. Inta aan hadda halkan taagnaaba waxay igu soo dhacday oo aan soo xasuustay xilligii aan la shaqeynayay Abdi warsabe oo aan campaignkiisa ka shaqeynayay baa waxaan xasuustaa maalmaha ka mid ah baa wuxuu waraysi siiyay BBC-da and we were talking about we were sort of strategizing on best ways to create messaging and communication su'aal baa marka jirtay had iyo jeer nagu soo noqonaysay su'aashaasi baa waxay ahayd maxay tahay sababta uu qofkan Soomaaliga oo ahaa Soomaaliga ugu horeeyay xilli Soomaalida aysan wali waaga tartameen aad u tartamaysid and he said and I remember it because it was so genuine and he said something that actually hadda aan soo xasuusto intaan halka taagnaa wuxuu yiri waxaan u tartamaynaa mar rabno inaan marti ku noqono magaaladan Minneapolis maanta not only do we have a congresswoman Ilhan Omar, state reps Mahmoud Noor is here with us right now Hodan Hassan not only do we have so many electeds but laakiin maanta waxaan idin xaqiijinaynaa magaalada Minneapolis inaydan marti ku ahayn 6 sano kadib idinka ayaa iska leh magaalada Minneapolis farxad bay noo tahay waana mahadsan yihiin dad badan oo halkan joogo oo dhamaantood runtii shakhsiyan anigana ii garab istaagay duqa magaaladana garab istaagay baa halkan jooga thank yous kaasi iyo dhan waxaan u reebi doonaa isaga waa mahadsantihiin noolaada assalaamu calaykum